Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by mineral exploration company AuKing Mining, ASX code AKN. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Chief Executive Officer of AuKing Mining, Paul Williams. Hi, Paul.
Hi there, Matt. Good to be with you.
Okay, so AuKing Mining recently made a spate of thick, high-grade hits headlined by copper at its Oneida prospect within its 75% owned Coongie Park JV project near Halls Creek in the north of WA. First assays from a new drilling program set a few pulses racing recently when the company reported a massive 105-metre intersection with a multi-mineral cocktail of mineralisation that includes copper, lead, zinc, silver and molybdenum. Okay, Paul, hit me with that big drill intersection at Coongie Park. What were the headline numbers?
Yeah, that was a stunner, Matt. So these were intersected from 46 metres below the surface, only 46 metres. So we had 1.94% copper, 0.76% zinc, 0.7% lead, 50 grams a tonne silver, and 106 parts per million of moly, which was also interesting.
And that was across the whole 105 metres, was it?
That's right, across the whole 105, from, as I say, from 46 metres below the surface.
Okay, so I know you put out some more stellar numbers this week that are clearly still good for copper, but they also show some pretty serious zinc and even lead numbers, right?
Yeah, the zinc numbers that are appearing now in some of these holes are quite outstanding. So we had 66 metres at 1.67% copper, 17.57% zinc and 4.03% lead. And there was 8.7 metres at 3.28% copper, 22.71% zinc, 190 grams per tonne of silver, and then a good grade of moly as well.
Were there any higher grade copper intervals in all of those holes that caught your eye?
Yeah, there were. We had, in that 105 metre intersection, there was a couple of serious zones. There's 18.3 metres at 9.32% copper, and then another 16.6 metres at 10.2% copper. So that's outstanding grades of copper near to the surface.
How big is the existing resource, the copper-zinc resource at Coongie Park now?
Yeah, well, there's an existing JORC resource, Matt, of 6.8 million tonnes at 1.3% copper, 4.1% zinc and 26 grams per tonne of silver. We're currently in the process of updating that resource estimate and should have that released later in March.
Who owns the other 25% of Coongie Park and what's the arrangement there?
We entered a joint venture agreement with the Perth-based Anglo-Australian Resources. They're an ASX-listed company. We've now earned 75% interest in the project. We had 3 years to spend $3 million to get to that point, and we did that within about 7 months. So we're very pleased to be sitting on 75% of what looks to be a pretty interesting project.
Paul Williams from AuKing Mining, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.